And yeah, so it's almost as if they had quotation mark here. They intended to have something like this, but of course there's no punctuation in Sumerian, so we don't have that, which gets quite tricky at times. Okay, there we go. So the last one we mentioned was Hili Sankina Shu Baniti. Okay. So the tiara, the crown, she put it on her forehead. Next one is going to be this. So I suggest we do one line each, and then at some point I'm going to chime in and I'm going to start doing them with you. But for now, if you guys would like to start.
Yeah, either way. Would you like to go first?
Oh, you can go
Or
if you
okay, I can try. I did prepared this one, so that'll help maybe. Na Ford tells you that it's a stone
Right,
determinative. But of course that's not pronounced. So Zagin and I think I had the absolutive ending on it because it's probably the object
right,
uh with that Norwegian looking symbol. I think it's in, or maybe it's in Icelandic. It's one of those languages.
yep,
And then DD. Um, I think it's something that's reduplicated. I got small for it for the translation. I think it's
right,
like DD La or something,
yep.
but
So
the law is implied. But
I might have forgotten to put it in, but I think in some tablets. So you see, one thing I have done is I have taken the 3 or 4 tablets we have already worked on, and I have kind of put them together and made a composite. So the
nice.
parts that do not appear in one tablet and that appear in another, they kind of complement each other, and so I can make the lines full, right? So when
Cool.
you see a different color, it's basically a different tablet.
Hmm.
So I can write the list of the tablets, but I think I forgot to include that in some tablets the la was actually included. But yes,
Cool.
so it is DD la.
I found that just from searching the sign on the EPSD for D4, which seems to be the easiest way to start small and not give it too much information.
Right.
Seems to be helpful.
Hmm.
Okay, so DD La, and then this was Gu Ani A, I think,
Right.
and then Ba
Hmm.
Ne La. So okay, and then I got Zagen is lapis lazuli, or like just lapis.
Right.
So the small lapis she put on her neck, or she uh I got several different things for La. So it could be like hung or suspended, or there's a couple others that I wrote down, but those are the ones I'm remembering. And tied, I think, is also one. It's describing like a jewelry necklace or something. So I
Right.
guess hung or put is fine, I guess. But because
Perfect.
they are mixing up a lot of they're varying their diction here. So the word choice is kind of nice
Right.
how they change up the verbs.
One
but
thing we could do. Sorry.
yeah, I would like to know. Didi is an adjective.
Yeah, in
Oh
this
yeah,
case,
yeah.
I
It
think
means
it's
small, so the absolutive should be after Didila.
Oh,
right.
thank you. Yes, that's a good point because it goes after the
Because
entire phrase.
exactly, yeah.
I think Didila might be Dil. Ah, but
Okay.
I'm not quite
Really?
certain. Let's check it
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, let's check. Cool.
So it's
Yeah,
D4.
yeah. I'm checking now. Didila
Perfect.
smaller. It means smaller.
Right.
Oh yeah.
D4. Maybe this is something more indicative on it. So it's D, D. Okay. That does not appear to be an L, but
Didila. Didila.
we
D for
could.
D for lay two.
Right. We could
In
interpret it like this. Dildila.
Dil ah.
Perfect. Yep.
Okay.
So of course, goo here is neck, and very good job on this line. It's totally correct.
Cool. Thanks.
Okay, Lawrence.
Yeah, I don't know what taba is because I didn't look for the vocabulary and
No
I don't
problem.
know taba. So in this one, I don't have. I just try to understand the sentence, but I don't know the some words because I didn't have time. So nanunus, it must be something of stone, but I don't know what kind of stone because I didn't look for it.
Hmm.
And taba, I don't know what it means.
No problem.
And Gaba, I think it's Gaba Ania. Probably it's on her chest.
Nope.
Probably, I don't know. And Bani in C, it's probably she placed something on her chest, but I don't know what she placed.
No problem.
Bani reflexive, Ni is a locative, In is for N, and C is the verb, but so
Right.
I don't have the words, all the words of the sentence, so I don't. Maybe she
No
placed
problem.
something on her breast or something like that. Or
I got
chest.
an interesting definition for Nunu's, but it looked up a longer word, so it's like it seemed like it was an abbreviation for something. The first one I got was egg, which I
Yeah.
don't think is it.
Okay,
And then I
okay.
got another one that was a type of necklace made out of egg-shaped
Ah,
stones.
Yeah.
okay.
I don't know if I assume it's probably that type of necklace, so I
Yeah.
wrote down something like uh sounded kind of stupid, the egg bead necklace.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know.
The
So
egg-shaped necklace. Yeah.
yeah, I don't know.
I think we can exclude the egg part
That's
altogether.
fine.
Yeah.
Maybe
Because
just
yeah,
beaded necklace or something.
basically na for nunus
Mhm.
is basically like writing egg, the jewel,
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
They're clearly saying like, yeah, it's called nunus, so it's called egg, but it's a kind of jewel. I mean,
Okay.
in their mind, right?
And the na tells you that it's a stone or like some sort of jewel or something. So
Right.
that distinguishes it from anything that's like a chicken or some other animal laid. So
Exactly.
okay, cool.
So the tab here, of course, is a verb made into an adjective.
Okay, okay.
Oh,
Tab, sorry,
Even what that means.
no problem. Did you look it up,
right.
Ben, by any chance?
I think I got the wrong. I got gob, so I must have
Yeah.
switched up the lines here. So yeah.
No problem.
Well,
So,
I had it as Nunu's taba as one word, but I might have messed that up. Okay.
it gives you as like one word in EPSD.
Yeah.
Okay.
I might have conflated it though. So
No, it's fine. It's totally fine. Then we can understand it as Nunu's
Tab,
tabas.
I found tab is yeah, a different definition, so I don't know which one it is.
So
let's
basically,
double.
Grab,
Mhm.
Grab.
What
grab.
is?
Grab.
Sorry.
Yeah, so basically, tab is a few things, but as a verb, it mainly means to set on fire.
Okay.
Ooh.
But I
But,
guess in different
but
contexts, mhm, it can also mean to make red, to redden, to fire something.
Oh.
So we can try and look it up if.
I actually did find Nunu's taba
mm,
in EPSD, but it says necklace question mark. And then it says the spelling has the na for determinative to mean
Right,
necklace. So maybe it's like a fired clay necklace or
right.
something.
I think the entry on APSD is taken from this text.
okay.
That's why they
Oh,
have
maybe
it.
it's a hapox.
Yep.
Yep.
We can try and
Okay.
look it up on. So there's a database with all the like Sumerian to Akkadian and Akkadian to Sumerian sign lists, which is
Mm.
basically a dictionary. We can see if they have anything on this.
I also found it on episode 2 and it says toggle pins, but I don't know what it is. My English is not that good, so
No.
I don't.
So we have two entries here, but let's try. Yeah, it says toggle pins.
Yeah, toggle pins. Yeah, it's on episode 2. It says, but I
Does that
don't know
mean
what
like a
it is, so
fibula?
it doesn't help me.
I wonder if
So
that's like a fibula for holding up like a safety pin for holding
like
up a garment.
something that so you can hold something on your
Yeah.
thing like
I
that.
think like with a toga, you have like a fibula that would be
Oh,
ancient Rome. There's something in a lot of different cultures where they would hold up
yeah, to
connect
hold.
two garments together.
Like, sort of like the thing that holds my microphone here, sort of.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
We can call it a pin, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically what we have is the
Yeah, she placed the pin on her. I don't know the whatever on
chest,
her.
yep. Pin. She placed it on her chest.
Mhm.
Perfect. There it is. Good.
Cool. Oh, and this one has a different determinative, which is for woven, which we saw above for the turban, which is how
Mhm.
we know that it's not a crown. It's not made out of stone or whatever or metal. It's made out of fabric.
Something for dress. Tug is for
Oh
like a
yeah,
piece of cloth.
Yep.
right. Yeah, it's for something that's woven like cloth or dress or fabric of some kind. And so this pala, which I think is really fun because it reminds me of the word pala in Latin, which it's not related at all, but it's just kind of a nice coincidence, like the
Is it
woman's
shovel?
in Latin.
Yeah.
No, it's a palla is for a Roman woman, they'd have a long overflowing garment that would be put over their toga. Oh, not they would wear togas, but it would be sort of like the female equivalent of wearing a toga. It's like
Gotcha.
a Roman noblewoman would have it. It's spelled Plla. It's not related to Sumerian at all. I'm not making anything. I just
Fine.
thought it's a fun coincidence.
It is.
So I just got garment for it.
Yeah,
But
that works.
and then this would also have, well, would it have um the absolutive marker? That's probably after the adjective. Oh yeah, so this is nom nin. So nom nin, I'm really happy about this because I knew both of the words and it was like one of the only times I get instant recognition for something. So I'm kind of
Right.
excited. So nin is lady and nam is like the state of being. So I got ladyship for this.
Yep.
There might be a better English translation because that sounds kind of weird. Like you have lordship and ladyship seems kind of odd, but
Ladyship, I think, exists. Should be a sound word.
Ladyship.
it is. I guess maybe it's just American English. I've heard lordship every now and again. Ladyship, I don't know. It just seems kind of odd. Anyway,
Womanlyhood.
yeah, woman. I don't know. It's one of those things.
Right.
So ladyship is fine. Non nin a.
Mhm.
And that's I think the absolutive would go after that because
Mhm.
oh wait, no. It's the
Yeah,
pala of womanhood. So non nin ak.
Right. Perfect.
and then the absolutive after ak.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Because after the case ending
Mhm.
or after the genitive, you have the other. Yeah, because you can stack case endings like that, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. And then bar, this was bar, and only one R, right? Is that just reduplicating or
It's
bara, na? No.
so the R is like
Mm.
here.
Ani.
Oh, ani, yeah, thank you. Bar, ani, and then ah.
Right.
Yep. Like, and then bandul. So ba dot n dul.
Perfect.
And so the um the garment of womanhood or garment of ladyship, she covered on her or draped or something. She covered her back or her shoulder,
Yeah, bar can be interpreted as back. It means like outside, like the appearance, you know?
like her form or
Yeah.
like her body, I guess is
Yeah.
body's probably fine, but
She
I
her
just,
covered,
appearance. It sounds very odd in English to translate very literally. So
yeah, she covered her body with.
body, okay, that works. She covered her body with it.
bar is body.
So bar
Bar,
was the exterior, you know, something the way you look.
Like external, like urbar.
Yeah, basically.
But just a question that it's strange place for normally the absolutive should be closer to the verb. So I wonder if it's maybe I'm not sure it's bar ani a, you know, because normally it should be before the absolutive, the position of the locative. Maybe it would be ba ani a and then nam pala nam. You know, it's inverted.
Yeah. I mean, it seems to be
So
inverted
it's
on
really, yeah, but there is no the absolutive. I mean, it's different. The structure of the sentence is a bit different. So I wonder if it's maybe it's some inverted. You know what I mean?
where would it normally be for
Like
that?
before the absolutive. Absolutive is the closest to the verb normally,
Oh, I
and
see. Okay.
the locative it should be before the absolutive normally.
So so you'd expect something
Maybe it's
like
I don't know. Maybe if it's the sentence is not exactly like ba ani a, because probably it would come before the absolutive. So I'm not sure it's exactly that. Actually,
Maybe
I
it's
think,
a poetic effect, like to have parallelism with the previous lines.
yeah,
To
maybe, yeah, because
high register, sort
it's
of.
possible, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think nothing really changes in these lines. It's always the same kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
structure.
you're right. Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, it's
But it's right. It's unusual. I mean, normally,
it is unusual, yeah.
yeah,
I mean, the verb is normally at the end, but that's interesting to note that the other parts of the sentence are in a distinct word order here. That you mean it's unusual compared to other Sumerian
yeah,
texts?
yeah. Normally, the absolutive should be the if there are some saying in this place in something, it should be before the absolutive, and the absolutive is the closest to the verb normally. So
Got it.
could be ba ani a pala namnin ak ba andul.
I see.
Right.
The reverse
So
way.
that's an indirect object, right? The bar ani a. So it's like a prepositional phrase, sort of, or
Is it a locative? It's
Yeah,
with
it's a locative,
a
I would say.
locative. Yeah.
locative.
It's locative mean. I mean, when you by mean of, I mean, with something. In this case, you can also use the locative to say that it's. But I don't know. I don't know.
I
You
think
hear
dul,
locative on her body. I don't. Yeah, on her body. Yeah, sorry.
I think the
I'm a
verb
bit
dul,
confused tonight. Sorry.
No
no
worries.
problem. I think the verb dul to cover usually takes a locative,
Okay. Okay.
so to cover
Okay.
both
Okay.
something, basically.
But it's
Okay.
not marked with the case ending for the locative
Sorry,
here. But it could maybe elsewhere have the what the directional prefix
Yeah,
for a locative could be in there, but the scribe chose not to do that.
yeah.
Okay.
No problem.
Cool, thanks.
Next. Where is it? Okay. What is this sentence?
This one is really hard. I mean,
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
I actually I like the vocab
the
here. I didn't know what
speech.
Lou was doing, but go ahead. Let's see.
There is the direct speech in the middle of the sentence, actually, because it's she placed shimbi, which is the absolutive, and then she say lu hemudu hemudu. It means literally it's an affirmative hemudu. It means come.
Mhm.
Come man, you have to come, come man, something like that. It's an affirmative form. Then you have, I suppose, advantive, and then do for the it's a form, maru form for onion.
Right. So I think it's the men will come, the men shall come.
Yeah, the man shall come. Exactly, the man shall come. Yeah,
Wow. Oh.
exactly. Yeah, and then there's another part of the sentence. And then you have Igi Ania on her eyes. Bani Inya, she placed mascara
Mhm.
on her eyes, and the name of the mascara is The Man Shall Come.
Oh man, I love that. That's wonderful.
It's a very, very beautiful line, isn't
That's
it?
really cool.
Right.
And so the sentence is quite funny.
Wait, let's just do this then. Okay. So the mascara, the men shall come.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
shall come.
Yeah.
So
She
Iggy
placed
is
Iggy.
eyes, but it can also be face. So
Okay. Yeah.
she put it on her face. Amazing line.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Well, good job, good job.
Yeah, we had it almost the same sentence in Enmerkar. So I already saw this kind of sentence, and so it reminded me of what we already translated.
Right.
It must be the same construction.
Lucky. Okay. Turida. I myself forgot what Turida is.
I didn't actually get to this sentence. Need
It's the same sentence
yeah,
as before. I mean, it's the same structure.
it's something
Lugan.
that has a name of the men shall do something.
Right.
But I'm forgetting the vocab. So tudi da, then Lu, then uh, Ganu or wait,
Ganu. It means
Ganu.
come. Come. It
Oh,
means
come.
come.
Okay, like the move, motion. Ganu.
In this case, I think it's an imperative.
Okay,
So it's
which
come.
is different than the hem, which is, I guess, a Maru imperative or something that we had in the last. Like they will come.
Right. Yep.
So this is the Khamtu imperative, or maybe it's not an imperative. Is-
It is imperative, yes.
It
So
is
basically,
okay.
the
Good.
verb is ngen,
Again, yeah,
but it can also be ngan. So, but
gone.
there's
Okay,
usually two ways they usually write go in the imperative. It's either ngena or
Hannah.
ganu.
Mhm.
Gone. Okay,
It's kind of
and those are both Khamtu or Maru. Um,
it's
those are the
There's no imperative.
hantu.
perfective or
It should be hantu because the maru
Khamtu
form of to go
is
is
hem.
I
No.
do. It would be do. Yeah. So
Oh.
I don't know.
it's
Oh, okay.
one of the
Sorry.
verbs that changes depending on the maru hantu distinction.
Oh, I see. It's come and go are different verbs entirely. Okay,
Mhm.
got it. So hem is imperative from the verb to come. It's maru
Mhm.
because it's reduplicated, but again is a different verb entirely, meaning to go.
Yep.
Okay, got it. Latin and Greek don't help with that because, well, some especially Latin, like they're so usually similar verbs. So anyway, okay, so genu. So the nu is the ending that tells you it's an imperative for this because you
So
often see gen by itself and it means to, or
basically,
with mu. Good.
for the imperative, the thing is they can, I mean, depending on period and place, I think different vowels are used. Sometimes you see a, sometimes
Mhm.
you even see e,
Oh,
but this time
as
it's
a suffix or
yep, as a suffix.
okay.
Mm.
Well, so some vowel gets added to the end in different time periods to form the imperative
Right.
for the Khamtu. Okay, cool. All right, thank you.
Perfect.
And then bon gid or bon gid.
Right.
And again, vocab. So tudida.
Let's
Yeah,
check it out.
yeah. Let's look it up.
Toggle pin again.
Oh, cool. Another. I'll call it a fibula. I don't know.
Yep. We can call
Maybe
it a thing.
anachronistic. Just to mix up the word choice because we already did pin. So
Come, man.
man. Okay.
So,
How do we know that Lu is plural here? Is it
Uh,
would be Lu ene and the ene is just implied, or is it one of those things that can be singular for plural?
no, it's actually singular. Come, man, like one.
Oh man, okay, I misheard you.
Sorry.
Cool. And above we had Lu, but it means men, or
Right.
is that could that also be man in the line 22?
Uh,
I like that translation. I just don't know like if it's understood as multiple men or being attracted, or it's just one guy. I mean, it's a very specific language sometimes, but then it seems to leave out lots of information. So I don't know.
Loris, what do you say? Does it get the ish if it's
Sorry.
plural?
Sorry. I was looking for something in EPSD.
No
Sorry.
problem.
No worries.
So if this was plural, would it be ish?
Good question. Sometimes they don't put. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
Ganu
so
is because you can find Ganu like come. It's a singular. It's a like it's a invariable form. It's not
right.
like Yenna. Yenna is a more like imperative. Ganu is just an expression. I think it's you can find it Ganu Ganu Ganu. Come come come. But
Yeah, also again, I think.
yeah.
I would, yeah. Also, Lu is a special case because sometimes it just means people, like per
Okay.
se. It's singular by form, but like a pluralia
Kind
tantum.
of like a collective
Yeah,
situation. Okay.
I don't think it makes much of a difference, but we can
Mm.
keep it as
Got it.
come. And
I think both
Sounds
are
good.
in singular. I mean, I think it's both are singular form, actually. I think
so the man,
the
The
man,
man
yeah,
shall come, the man shall come. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
perfect.
Cool. And Gid again, I don't know. didn't get to this far, unfortunately.
Well, it's to place again.
Place.
So you
Okay. She
stretch
placed.
the one
She
chest.
put the
Yeah.
fibula, and it doesn't have an indirect or a locative. So she put on the fibula. Come on, man, or come man.
It's also pull. I think it means pull as well.
Yep.
Git.
Also to measure, to stretch something out.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. So
You can
above
pull
we
the
had
boat. You can
sorry.
pull a boat and
Above we had she or she for one of the verbs. And I think it was see, and that also meant to draw water or to draw up. So it had a similar kind of idea of pulling, at least
Yeah.
unless someone could play with something similar sounding. But
We can make a little study about the verbs they use and with what items after we're done with this.
sure, yeah.
is it
Okay.
C3 or C without anything? It's just C1. The
Good
verb
question.
C.
I think it was a C1, but let's check.
Should be C1
Okay.
to place. Yeah, it's Sig9, basically. With
Yeah,
C.
it's C, but it also C, like C
It's
and
also
C.
used for se.
Yep.
For se.
You can place on something.
We can put in a little sig, but at this point we should also put in a little L, because it's actually lul
Oh, okay.
in sig. Okay. Fair game. Okay.
Cool.
Before.
So next line. So what is next line? Har, ah oui. Har, kusig, no, it's har. They're the same. Kusig is har is a something like that you put on your is it a ring or is it something that you put around your arm?
Yeah, wrist.
A
Like
wrist.
a wristlet or wristband.
Okay, okay. Right.
Okay.
So and then you have kusig, which is gold. Q3 dot sig 22 or 17. I don't know, depends.
Oh,
And
cool.
then you have Shu Ani A.
Mm-hmm.
Shu Ani A on her end. And then Bani Ndu 8.
Right.
Or whatever. And she placed a golden something, and there must be Kusik zero. Yeah, exactly. Absolutive after Kusik. And then she placed a golden bracelet
Yep.
on her hand.
Makes sense. Cool.
Very well.
Oh, I think I recognize Ninda is it reminds me of this word bread, but I'm not sure if that's right here. That doesn't make sense in context either.
This set is a bit weird. In fact, some tablets just exclude it, but
Oh,
some have it.
maybe it's a marginal note that got merged into the text at some point. That's
Yeah,
like
it's really weird.
someone's grocery list or something. So one bread or one Ninda's like ration or bread ration or something.
Yep. Yeah, bread's fine.
Ninda, that's fine. Okay, so dish
Yeah,
dish
bread.
oh dish is one. Okay.
Yep.
Dish Ninda, Esh,
So it's gone.
Eshgana. Okay, and then that would let's just figure out the grammar later. So Zagin.
It's a lapis lazuli.
Oh yeah,
Fine.
we had that above. Okay, Eshgana Zagin. So that's probably an adjective there. And then Shubani Indu, which is like what we've seen at the end for other things. She placed in, or she do. She, I forget that verb, but she placed it in her hand, or
Yeah,
she. I don't know that verb though.
no problem.
That placed.
Yeah,
Do.
basically. So
Okay.
dish is one, ninda is bread.
One
Eshgana.
bread, something of lapis.
Anna.
Oh,
Eshgana
sorry, go
should
ahead.
be a scepter.
A what? Sorry.
A scepter.
Scepter, yeah. Is it
Cool.
Eshgana?
Oh, a one bread scepter.
Yeah, that's fancy. Oh, it's Eshgana too.
Maybe it has something to do with her being a goddess of agriculture or being
Yeah,
associated.
measuring line.
Oh, a bread measuring line. That makes sense. Okay.
Mm.
The temple complex. Or
Right.
okay.
So, oh,
So
that's
a
Second,
lapis measuring line, a measuring scepter or something.
right.
Ooh, she placed in her hand. So it's basically a measuring scepter, a bread measuring scepter made of lapis. She placed in her hand, or something. And that's too many words, but I don't know.
How do you write it even? Yep.
Oh yeah, that's that French spelling.
A made of lapis.
I'm adding all these English words.
Yeah, I mean it's a very weird line, so
It reminds me of translating Greek. It's just like you have this one word in Greek and it's like 8 words in English. Kind of funny.
yeah.
Um,
She
Yeah, scepter. Okay.
what's this? She grabbed it in her hands, maybe. She
Mhm.
It's way of shua, right?
she what do you say? She grabbed it.
Grasped, or she
Grasped.
held, yeah,
Mhm.
in her hands.
Yep.
Hand, yeah,
Perfect.
cool, nice.
Mhm.
Nice. I think we're done with the part where she wears things. So now she's ready.
She's ready to go.
Yep. She is
Nice.
ready to go.
Then we have Inanna absolutive.
Right.
Just the subject, intransitive subject.
Mhm.
Kurse, it means to the underworld.
Mhm.
I think it's Imunyan. Then
Right.
absolutive, it means it's a what it's called as a conjugation prefix e. Then you have ventive, then yan, which is the verb to go, and then the subject of the intransitive verb.
So the thing is, E and mu are both conjugational prefixes, right? So the E is kind of pleonastic, as in we don't need it, but we have it.
Yeah.
So I think it's
It's mu. It shows also the it's a ventive, so it's
Yep.
add something to the verb. Actually.
right.
She went to the I don't know how to explain really the ventive. It's just not,
Yeah,
we
it
don't
So
denotes
this is a venitive.
direction.
This is called a venitive form.
ventive, yeah, probably it's the same.
Oh,
Ventative, yes. It's
Ventative.
it basically denotes, movement.
Yeah, normally it's
Word.
towards the speaker, but here she went to the. It's a bit different here because normally in coucher in should be enough, but why
Right.
mu yen?
Is
That's
that a common form for the venitive to have two prefixes, two conjugation prefixes, or
No,
no,
what
but it
that
can
is,
have
or
that.
not really.
no?
It's pleonastic, so you don't actually need it, and it's sort of ungrammatical, but I think it's one of those Akkadian. I mean, probably the writer was not a native Sumerian speaker, and
Oh,
I think this
so
quite
they're compromising a little bit, or they're
yeah.
trying to spell it out,
Yeah.
Only
Also,
don't.
inverting, the word order above.
Yeah,
like a hypercorrection or something like of that.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because it's really strange. The word order is strange.
Yeah, it's shifted.
Not typical Sumerian.
Yeah,
That's
Akkadian.
good to know.
Akkadian
Not
line.
good Sumerian. It's not good Sumerian.
This is one of my first text, actually, like actual text to translate besides like building inscriptions. So this is good. This is helpful.
Very nice. I'm glad.
Cool.
Okay. What do we have now? So this
Uh,
a little
so,
line
oh,
again.
sorry, good.
No, it's fine.
So this has some a lacuna in there, but sukolani, uh, then this is a divine determinative. So gashan shubura or gashan shubura, uh, gashan shubur, and then ak maybe for a genitive, but I'm not sure yet.
I think the genitive is part of the noun.
Is this a place name, like a divine like city, like,
It's a
or
person.
it's a person? Okay.
Mhm.
Um. So and there's an a on the end, so shubura is part of that noun. Okay.
Mhm.
And then we have probably something that ends in na. So
Mhm. So we can
and then
assume it's to be Anya most likely.
okay, oh yeah, right, that makes sense. Oh, her some of her something or in her something.
Mhm.
And then uh this is imugen.
Mhm.
Right. So That's another intransitive, genitive type thing.
Right.
So call that's not weapon. That's too cool. Something.
Kal is a assistant, basically.
Okay.
I don't remember the exact word for it.
Like some kind of minister or something
Yeah,
like that.
minister,
Like
attendant,
vizier or attendant.
Attendant. Or, yeah.
secretary,
Attendant.
civil servant.
Secretary, civil servant. Okay.
We can call this a not secretary, of course, because Inanna doesn't work at Microsoft, but
Right, yeah. I mean now secretary is often just called office assistant. So maybe
right.
just assistant is fine.
Yeah, perfect. So the
So
name is Gashan Shubura, and this is interesting because Gashan, you'll come to find, I'm just gonna, okay, I have to do it the long way, like this. Yep. Gashan is the MSAL form of Nin.
Okay.
oh, interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
So do you know about MSAL?
I'm going to do it.
Not
Study.
very much. I know it has for a while people thought that it was a female dialect of Sumerian, but apparently that's not always the case. Some people think it's an odd literary form. But I'd like to hear your thoughts on it because it sounds very confusing. Like no one's really sure about it. Whatever.
Yeah. So as far as we understand it, it's supposed to be this form of Sumerian. It's not a dialect. I don't know whether, I mean, it's not entirely clear whether it's artificial or not, but it's reserved to basically often female or more feminine personas. And so it's mostly female gods and maybe homosexuals usually that use it, or some kind of priests which are more effeminized. So not. So it's a sort of a register, you know.
Yeah, it's like a
Basically,
literary register for a particular
Emotions.
class of people.
yeah.
But it's also about a language of emotion because, for instance, in the text, when you have Enlil and Ninlil, when he wants to convince Ninlil's mother that she wants to make love with here, Enlil speaks in MSL because
Right.
so sometimes it's not only reduced to females. Sometimes it can be like when you want to express an emotion. Inanna can speak in Emegir or in MSR if she wants to speak a language of emotion or a political, or speech, some kind of speech. But when she wants to do something with emotion inside, sometimes she can, it depends on what she, but I will know more next year because we have a class on MSR for
cool.
Very nice.
spring term MSR class. So
Wonderful.
I will know in 1 year. I will know more about MSR.
Setting it on the calendar.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, also MSL literally translates to fine tongue.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's maybe index of a higher cultural class.
And that Emagir is like native tongue or okay.
Yep. Native.
Cool.
Yep. So yeah, we can keep it as Nin Shubura because it's basically another way of saying it. It's in another dialect. So, but
cool.
Right.
Then so.
And
Nin Shubura, does it mean something like lady or?
Yeah, it means lady of Subur. Subartu, I think it's called in English, usually. And it's usually the deity that, I mean, it's basically Inanna's assistant.
And is Shubor or Subor as a city or a? Okay, cool. So she's associated. Is it a real place or a place that hasn't been discovered yet? Do you know? Because I know that's always kind of a. There an archaeological site?
Not certain. I can look it up after class.
No worries. Sorry, a lot of questions.
Yeah,
it has, right?
Cool.
Okay. So what do we have?
So her assistant, Nin Shubura, she went to her, to the place of her, or to the something of her.
I think it's like she went by her side, like alongside with her, most likely.
Okay, because it's intransitive, the verb's intransitive, so she went
alongside
her. Okay.
I'm just gonna mark it like this because I'm not totally certain, but maybe we can find it in another text.
Or maybe it's after her. Eger, maybe something like that.
But usually with Enger, I think it comes in the ablative, so it would be enger. That's why but yeah, could be.
Yeah,
I'll
I
look-
don't know. I don't know.
No problem. I'll look for it. Good.
So it's my turn. So then you have Kug. Kug Inanna. Kug, it's epithet of something. It goes with Inanna all the times. Probably here it's you have to add a negative after Inanna,
Right.
I think. Then you have Ninchubura, the same. Then you have Gu. It's Gu tree. It's a part of the verb good day, which means it's exactly absolutive. Then you have Mu. Then Na, which is the dative. Then D2, it means to pour the voice. And then you have a Maru form because it introduces a direct speech. And when you have a direct speech, it's always in the Maru form. So, and you don't have to translate it in the Maru form, but it means the holy Inanna said to Ninchubur.
Right.
I probably it's to wait a second. Maybe it's Nichubu to her. Maybe Nichubu Ra with the dative. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, as in the dative is definitely there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The na here. But the thing is, Nishubura, it's just kind of how it's.
Yeah, it's already a Ra, so but probably it's a dative. Yeah, because there's a dative in Muna. It's a dative, so probably it's to Ninchubura. She said to her assistant actually something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she's gonna say something.
Yeah, exactly. Then you open the speech and
that's
then
the Maru form you mentioned.
yeah, it's exactly.
Is that Gengen
It opens a direct speech.
Or Ganga, or what it was, like go?
This one is something else. Gengen.
Oh man, okay.
So it's actually interesting here because I'm not quite certain myself how to interpret this, although I do have a possible explanation. So gen means justice, or basically, how do you call it? To set things straight, to alienate things, usually.
Make it stable sometimes.
Yep.
I think.
Yep. Establish, make permanent, confirm, a quality designation. So we could interpret it as a verb. So gen, ha. Ngu, so mine, of mine. Or we could interpret it as just a noun, meaning justice.
Does that have the word "n" in it, meaning authority? Or is that just reduplicated? It's a separate word.
I think it's just the verb is written with two different. I mean, sometimes it's gin, but most of the time you see it's made of two characters.
Got it. So "n" it's separate from "n", but it sometimes could be written with that syllable, but it's not related linguistically. Right. Okay, cool.
So gengengu.
So establish me, or
I don't think it's a command here.
Oh.
I think it's more like my justice, or like my fair one of mine, something like that.
So it's a personal pronoun when it's a suffix here.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
We can interpret this as it being a verb, nominalized, just not shown.
So it's kind of like a substantive participle type of thing.
Basically.
Okay. So my establishment, or my establishing.
Right now, she is addressing Ninshubura, so I think I
established one.
Yeah.
My established assistant or something.
Yeah, my trustworthy, maybe.
Oh, that's much better. Thank you.
No,
my trustworthy one or something. Yeah.
My trustworthy one. And yeah, it's in the most likely absolutive here. Good. I think this, yeah. Okay.
No, I stopped. Sorry, I didn't go that far. It was my last instance.
No problem.
I didn't prepare.
So. Do we want to do it now?
Yeah. I mean, if we have time, we have 4 minutes, so.
Right. So Carl, we already know, right?
So yeah,
it's the assistant.
Eneng again, you might know the word inim,
Yeah.
which
Uh,
means and eneng is basically the emissal
Word.
for it.
Ah, okay, okay.
Oh,
So inim, you see eneng,
word, yeah.
it's the
Oh,
emissal.
southward.
Okay.
Oh, so that's the MSOL version of an enum.
Yep.
Enim. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then we have SAR 6. You guys know what that means?
It's
No, but it
beautiful.
looks like it's a Maru, maybe, but maybe not. It's not at the end.
The oopsie, the Gutan in the movies looks like a Gutan, so mine. So Sa means nice, just,
Yeah, it's beautiful.
yep, good, sweet.
Okay. And it's reduplicated to be like goodness or to be like just emphasizing it's very good.
I think it's emphasizing here because it's clearly
Okay.
an adjective. I mean, it's made into an adjective, right? And then we have ngu. Oopsie.
Got it. Okay.
Probably beautiful words. I mean, something like that. Or inim
So,
sang-
Assistant of beautiful words.
yeah,
Of my beautiful words is the ga is um of and then gu is my.
right. So, that's maybe we can change assistant to spokesman or
Yeah,
herald.
that's fine. Yeah, herald is fine. Or messenger. Either way. Herald's fine.
Herald
Mm.
of my. I think it's my herald of
Oh,
beautiful words.
because that
Yeah.
goes before the whole
It
phrase.
goes
Okay.
at the end.
Right.
Yeah, that makes sense. My herald of beautiful words. Because otherwise you'd have the
Back.
my somewhere else or
I think it would be you would have an arc here. Good.
okay. You'd have the genitive in different place if it were
Mhm.
herald of my beautiful words.
Yeah, it would be there. Here. Yeah. This is
Okay, cool.
my herald. Yeah.
Perfect.
Nice. Cool.
My herald of beautiful words.
Nice. Nice. We're getting some epithets in here. Very
Yep.
nice. So Ragaba and Eneng,
Mhm.
then Gengen
Oh,
Agu.
so the Gengen
Angu.
we have just seen right here, right?
Oh yeah, my trustworthy one. Okay.
Gen go. Actually, here we can see that it's indeed a verb, and here it does have the na.
Yeah.
So
So
I'm
it
assuming
becomes
this is from, I mean, this is one version, and probably this is another one, either from another text, and I forgot to include a different color, but they probably mean the same thing. So we can kind of assume here to be I mean,
but it has my on the end of both, right?
yep,
Okay. So my but you're saying the one on the bottom on line 31 is a finite verb, not a substantive or
yeah, it's a verb. It's a verb. It's a verb
okay.
that,
So
well,
trust being my trustworthy one, like as a verb or like a stative sort of thing?
yeah, it's made into an adjective,
Oh, okay.
but
Got
in
it.
this case, it's relating to words.
Okay, my trustworthy words. But then
I
Ragaba.
I think gen here is yeah, fair, just, equal words, so to say.
Okay. Um,
Ragabas should be again herald, messenger,
oh,
I think.
do we have that above or is this a different?
It's a different one, yep. Messenger.
Okay, they're just I'm mixing
Okay.
up the
Good. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Kiger, like
diction.
Kiger. Okay.
The messenger,
Messenger.
my
Oh yeah,
messenger.
got it. My messenger of beautiful or of trustworthy words.
Perfect.
Cool. Okay. Oh, is this u meaning and? No, wait, that's it. That's a Kate. Uda. Is there a
So,
word for and in Sumerian?
not a native one, but they adopted Akkadian's U3, so U.
U3. Okay.
There's a few other ways you can mark it, but it's mostly
Oh,
that. So, by the way, it's 9. I don't mind going another 10 minutes if you guys are up for it.
up to you guys. I'd like to continue, but I'll be with the room. So
So I
A lot
didn't prepare I can, if you don't mind that just listen to you. It's okay.
No problem.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just working it out as I go. So
Okay, we
um
can do a few minutes.
so Uda, that sounds like uh I'd have to look it up, but it's Ud is day, right?
Yep, exactly.
So and then is the ending.
Mhm.
So in on this on day, maybe
Uh,
during the day.
Today, just today.
Today? Okay. It was like Hodie kind of. So Kurshe, Mune. Oh wait, there's more. Yeah, from another manuscript. So Moon Nen, not Moon En Ata, I think. Yeah. Okay.
Cool.
Okay, and this is the you. This is second person singular, right? The A,
Can be
maybe.
second and can be first person.
Okay, so it's in intransitive, or no, if
It
it's
is.
transitive because you have to have that. Um,
So I think in this case, the un here is actually sort of a ni. I believe
okay,
ni.
Sensitive, you can have
it's
look
like
at.
mu plus ani.
Right.
Oh, sorry.
Something like this.
Yeah,
What a complicated verb.
yeah. Wow.
So let's
Hmm.
kind of okay, let's start with mu.
Kersha is to the underworld. I get that part.
Right.
So
So
today
what
to
if
the
I
under. Good.
what if I put it like this?
Mu an. Okay.
So what aspect is it, maru or hamtu?
It's Hamtu, I
I
think.
think it's maru because it has
No?
the n.
Oh yeah, right. I always think about the reduplication one first. Okay.
No problem.
So it's Maru. It has a prefix, so that makes it transitive, right?
I
Transitive Maru.
think it's because it's 811 means to go down, to descend.
Oh, okay, that's the root. Oh my gosh. Okay, that
No.
makes sense.
Yeah, it's a very naughty one, the
But
A11.
it does not have any prefixes.
In this case, it has a. I mean, I'm
Oh,
trying to make it.
it doesn't have any pronominal prefixes. It has the conjugation prefix.
I'm trying to make it less complicated, and then keep adding like prefixes and suffixes as we go, so we kind of expand the meaning.
Got it. Okay, so it's A11 is the root.
Right.
So it's you. She's still talking to her assistant. I slash you. Okay. Oh, but she could be going to the underworld. So I'm descending to the underworld. That makes sense because she's probably leaving her assistant in charge while she's gone.
Right. So
Okay.
as it is, it's kind of I am descending, right?
Or I will descend if maybe
I am going
possible.
to descend, maybe. Well, you can
Yeah.
say today I'm descending. I think it's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
So then what do we have? We have
Into the underworld.
ni
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. For
into
myself.
the
No.
ni here. I think it's how do you call it? It's locative, maybe referring to the locative here in ud a. So today,
Oh, okay.
kind
That's
of
referring to that.
yeah, it's kind of weird, but could also be translated as hereby, herewith, I guess, right now.
Okay.
I
That ni prefix it refers to the locative sometimes. Can it also refer to another case like the for
so
me? Or
the thing is n is the third person in the ham to conjugation, right? So he.
right.
But
He.
sometimes ni is written un, so n,
Mm.
when it's right before the verb,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah,
but the verb it's often written n.
Right.
right.
So in this case, I think it's just relating to the locative we have here.
Okay.
So I am here I am descending basically. Hereby,
Oh,
Mm.
something
the
like that.
here is from the directional
Yep,
prefix, right?
yep.
Okay.
Could be
Cool.
today. This is referring to ud a
Today. Yeah.
and
Yeah,
Maybe
this
now or
day.
something.
yeah. I think it's no today is fine because we
Today.
can
Okay.
have a word for now.
Mhm.
Oh
So
no,
what
I
if
meant with the here. Sorry to keep interrupting you.
no
Uh,
problem.
you're saying here because it's directional and referring to the locative.
Right.
Okay, cool.
So now we add a a.
Oh yeah, that's and,
It would be a relative clause or something.
Yep.
oh,
It
to substantize?
makes
Okay.
it into a relative clause.
Oh, okay.
So it's that today I am descending,
Mhm.
Okay.
and then we have a
Uh,
case. Because basically, when you have
from,
a nominalizing particle, this
yeah.
becomes a noun, sort of. It's a verb, but it's nominalized. So
Oh,
it
yeah,
gives you,
it has a okay, it has a case ending because it's nominalized.
right.
Okay.
Nice. So from that today, or
Wondering what
because
is
that today, due to the fact that today I'm descending,
I would say since. So
since,
after.
okay, it's causal, so it's ablative, right? But it can be translated
Uh,
as causal sometimes, right?
I think it
Right.
has a temporal kind of meaning here. So after I will have descended today.
Oh, cool. Okay,
Okay, okay, yeah.
nice. Cool.
What do you
Not
say?
descending. Oh, that makes sense to me. Trying to figure out what kind of ablative it is. So
Right.
flashbacks to Latin. Just kidding, but that's interesting.
Very intricate line.
Yeah, so that last that a that's right before the ending the ta that makes it into a relative clause. And that
Yep.
can be attached to an
It's
end of a verb.
something like udata. Udanyanyata.
Right. Could be also like udata from today, but
Yeah, but it's the
But
yeah.
it's all the way it's taken all the way to the end because you have the verb
right.
that's substantized or made as a relative clause.
Hmm.
Ooh, it's
I
fun.
say we do this one and then we can conclude.
That sounds good to me.
Okay.
So from that day to the underworld, into the underworld. So Bangen and Nata. So the same form. So it's uh after that day, I after that today I have uh gone, right,
Yep.
to the underworld here. Um
Yeah, it's
I
interesting to
will
have
have gone. Sorry, go
so,
ahead.
yeah, it's interesting to have muun e and then you have bagyan. I mean, it's the
Right.
Yeah, I was wondering about the mu and ba. I know no one really, everyone disagrees on those. But are just some verbs seem to prefer to take mu and some prefer to take ba, and there's mu is used more commonly, but also ba shows up with some.
but
Um,
with yan you can have mu or ba. It depends what you want to say.
I think it's some some versions have mu, if I'm not mistaken. Some tablets have mu, some tablets have ba. So
Sometimes
okay.
I'm i. No. You
my
can
two
have
cents is
yan.
that it's not too important. Maybe
Okay.
it's just for like aesthetics, mu and ba.
Okay.
So
Maybe it's also a way to express difference in the time. You know, the we don't know. I mean, we don't know Sumerian good enough to be sure of that, but probably
right,
it's a way to express, you know, simultaneity, some kind of something of this kind, but we don't know. We don't really
right.
know.
Or
But
maybe
probably
some scribes in some time
defining
period preferred one.
the verb tense or something like that also.
Right.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Nice.
Good. Good. Cool.
Well, this was very productive. Thank you, guys.
No problem. So I think for next week, if you guys want, you can complete these lines.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're just going to go through them in class next time. And yeah, but we'll be working with cuneiform once again.
Great, sounds good. I'll check out those resources that you sent to try to see work with the cuneiform and try to prove that. So thank you.
I'm
Perfect.
getting closer to my exam, so I hope I will. I don't have a lot of time these days
No
because
problem.
exam. Yeah, it will be in 1 month, so I'm a bit stressed.
No problem.
Arcadia.
Alrighty. So good luck for your
Yeah,
exams,
Yep,
thank
good luck.
you.
and
1 month.
see you guys in a couple of weeks.
All right, see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.